This episode sponsored by our viewers. Thanks to folks like Ellie, Ivar, and Connor, we've been able to continue producing episodes. Our most dedicated sponsors are those that enjoy the show. You can show your support at everydaydrinkers.tv/donate. Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I am your host, Eric Schomer. This is the last episode of 2011. This recipe is called Toast of Times Square. Recipe consists of, and was probably submitted by somebody who's working over at Ketel One or for Ketel One or PR people. Ketel One Citroen, which is your basic citrusy, lemony vodka. Also have some Elderflower Liqueur, which is always tasty, and I don't get to use it as much as I want. And it's expensive, so gotta use it. Not $80, but. And lastly, champagne. I went out, I bought some Woodbridge by Robert Mondavi, Brut, California sparkling wine, not champagne. Sorry to offend the French. This was made in California, so and it's not grandfathered in apparently.
Get a bigger bottle?
No. Well, yeah, I probably could. I didn't. There's when it comes to champagne, they don't have a big selection at the grocery store. It's like there was Barefoot, Cook's something or other, and something else other one. And I've used all of them I think every year, so I wanted to just step it up. Those are $5. This is like $12.
Wow, big spender.
And I saved this part for the show because
you're just gonna dump it after anyway. So
no, because Doug's coming. Oh, by the way, we may have a guest for next week's episodes, which would be kind of cool. By I say might, the plan is we will, but bad things happen. So hopefully we will, and I think he'll drink some of the champagne for us. And if we throw some peach schnapps in here, I think even we could drink it.
Oh, true. We did discover that that's not so bad.
Yeah. So this could be a huge mistake. Please stay in there.
It made me jump.
Did it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing if it hasn't exploded all over us, it's going to stay there. I didn't think I shook it. Smells like apples. Champagne. Didn't think I shook it.
Wrong fruit.
But I was hoping I would not make too big of a mess while we do this part. And you could build this. You don't even need this stuff, this shaker stuff. We're just going to do 1 ounce of vodka. And this could be the best recipe ever. We could just go downstairs and get sloppy on these ones.
True.
So,
because we do that all the time.
once a year. Not even. Like never. But I hate these little pretend caps.
But they're fancy and they make the bottle look fancy.
They do. I mean, it looks a lot better than that. It looks like dumb.
But I'm going to remember this time for New Year's Eve if they have a bar at
the
bar? Restaurant we're going to.
I'm sure they have a bar.
Singapore Sling.
Singapore Sling. That's a good New Year's Eve cocktail.
Now you know. So if I don't remember,
Singapore Sling. Should we bring our herring cherry liqueur in case they don't have any?
Here, I'd like a Singapore Sling, please.
Do you know how to make it? Let me just pull up everydaydrinkers.com and I can show you.
Oh, and you'll need this too.
I'll just bring all the ingredients and then tip you.
I go complete with my own alcohol.
So it's pretty boring looking. But
yeah, it is.
So is champagne in general, so.
Your glass is cool looking though.
The glass is cool. I like that glass. And it's big. Like, that's a lot of champagne right here. I smell champagne. No elderflower coming through yet. Ooh, you get the citrus. Little bit of elderflower in the finish. Now, what I like about this recipe the best is that it doesn't taste like champagne, just plain champagne. To me, that's boring. Everybody does champagne. But when you do a champagne cocktail, you bring something extra. And I think you get just a little bit extra in here where people will go, that's just not champagne, that's something extra. But they don't necessarily know what it is. I don't think anybody will call it and go, that's elderflower.
Unless they drink elderflower a lot.
It has floral notes, but that zingy champagne, like that the flavor of champagne, the dryness, and all the stuff that goes with it. What that dryness seems to be doing is bringing out that lemon. You're almost like somebody sprayed some lemon pledge. Like it's just got a lot of, not sour lemon, which is true because I don't think that typically has that. But I just envision like the lemon skin, like the zest, a little lemon zest, a little floral something or other going on with champagne. That's kind of the play. I wouldn't say it's ultra exciting. It is better than just drinking this straight. Or this is a big bottle. You only got 1 or 2 people. Maybe you have one of these. You have a little champagne maybe first. Go into one of these. Then bring in the peach schnapps or do a different type of champagne cocktail with a little sugar, an actual champagne-like cocktail. Then you can kind of vary it up and use more of the bottle than just drinking the same old champagne over and over. Unless you're huge onto a $12 bottle of champagne, then best of luck to you. But that is the Toast of Times Square. I am your host, Derek Schomer. For our 2011 edition, time to move into the new year. We're going to start that out with a s'mores shooter on Sunday. So there you go. We're teaching you how to drink. Happy New Year. EverydayDrinkers.com.
Happy New Year!